Hello and welcome to Tabletop Oddity. My name is Jay and I'm joined by Tim. Say hi, Tim.
Hey guys.
I thought you were going to say hi, Tim. That's a classic. We are playing Star Wars Legion. You may be familiar with that game. It's a game on my channel quite a lot. You are bringing Han and Leia.
Han, Leia, Chewie, and as much troopers as I can fit on the board.
And I am bringing the Lord. No, it's not the Lord himself. What is he called? Lord Vader? No, he is Lord Vader. He is Lord Vader.
Lord of the Sith.
Yeah, he's not an Emperor. That's Palp. Palp's crap in comparison to Vader. Yeah, we're going to show you the setup, and I'll show you the armies and stuff, and then we'll play. So then my list, I'm bringing out the specialist because they arrived today. I'm running Mr. Vader. They call him Mr. Vane. I've got the snowtroopers and I've got the medical droid there. I have a snowtrooper with the leader. That's going to give me like courage 2, which is going to be interesting. 3 units of stormtroopers with DLTs. 2 units of snipers, the 2-man squads, and a full unit of Royal Guard. I don't have tenacity on the Royal Guard, and on Vader I'm not running force reflexes because I couldn't afford it. So I've only got push and saber throw, which is the classic. So Tim's list, I didn't mention this at the start. He's running Chewie, Han, and Leia. He's got 2 2-man snipers. He's got a unit of Wookiees, 2 Z6 Rebel Troopers, and 2 Rebel Troopers just with the extra guy. And of course I'm going to smash them all up and kill them all. So this is what we've drawn, the command conditions and all the objectives and kind of stuff. I'm going to ditch battle lines because it's boring and I don't want it. Tim,
yeah, I feel the same about intercept transmissions.
He doesn't want intercept transmissions. Now I quite would like limited viz, so I'm going to ditch rapid reinforcements.
That's the one I wanted.
You wanted that? That's tough, innit?
But I don't have to play key positions.
Oh, well, that's all good. So this is what we're going to be left with. Major offensive, limited viz, and recover the supplies. So yeah, we'll set up and we'll do the deployment, and then we'll be back. So this is the table that we're rocking today. It's sort of like an Endor theme. Some of these trees are Tim, so thank you very much to him for bringing these. This is the left side of the table. This is the right side of the table, but I'll go through where everybody is. So on, Tim's got the, I forgot what this one's called, the deployment where it's like an L shape. Tim's deployed 2 of his snipers up here, both of his snipers, and skirted them forward a little bit. This will pretty much be a heavy cover for the rest of the game. Got a Z6 unit here. Got his trooper unit without a Z6 behind there. And then hiding away their Han, skullduggery and random stuff like that. Chewie, another unit of Rebel Troopers. And then on this side, Leia, the Wookiees, and a Z6 unit. And for the objectives, you can see he's got one here behind the tree, so I suspect the Rebel Trooper there will be picking that one up. On the hill over here, he's got another Rebel Trooper there with the objective there. Obviously, the one in the middle is there. And from my side, on the bunker, I've got one just behind the bunker on the right over here. The trees are getting in the way, they're that big. And then one here near my deployment area. And then for my deployment, you can see there's a big pile of them here. We got Vader, we got the snowtroopers with the leader, we got the snowtroopers with the medical droid, we got the Royal Guard, we have a unit of stormtroopers with the DLT, unit of stormtroopers with the DLT, and then just over here, unit of stormtroopers with the DLT. I do apologise, they're so white, they're slightly overexposing. And then we got a unit of snipers behind that, and a unit of snipers that managed to deploy on there and move over there. Probably going to get shot at by Tim snipers. But that's the board from right to left, basically. And we're pretty much ready for the deployment of the, whatever they're called, command hand. I'm going with standing orders. Tim is going with standing orders. I can't believe this, we're going to have to roll off. Oh, it's me, I rolled the block, so I'll be playing mine first. I'm going to give it to Vader first. First activation, nothing interesting. I drew special forces. These snipers are just going to stand by and dodge, so nothing interesting there. So Tim's going to go with his troopers over here. He's just going to move over this, under this bridgey thing, heading towards the objective. A double move is this?
Yeah, it's going to be
just move them, I reckon. We'll just do that. Yeah. It's going to be a very quick first turn, I think, considering we've got limited viz, so not much is going to matter. But turn 2 and 3, short range, oh, it's going to be explosive. Or flame bally. So I randomly selected and got core with the stormtrooper unit here on the right. I'm just going to double move into the objective, basically, and then cohere around the barricade. So, as I said, not much happening turn 1. Tim just got a trooper unit randomly selected. He's going to move and touch the barricade. He shouldn't be able to touch it turn 1, but it's more than fine. Just going to double move, touch it, and then I will randomly select. So with the core trooper here on the right behind the building, the bunker I should say, we're literally just going to double move up onto the objective. Obviously we can't pick it up because it's turn 1, but I just want to do that and swing the rest of me out so that I can possibly shoot when the time comes around. So yeah, that's him done. So yep, Tim just got a commander. He's going to use Han. Essentially, just going to double move behind this tree. Although now he's getting in range. You know, it's only range 2 for shooting, so I could possibly get a shot off maybe with some snowtroopers, but
behind the tree.
He's trying to hide behind the tree. We did say that any of the bit of the tree will give heavy cover, but that's Han done. So with the sniper team on the right here, what I'm going to do is just swing out my leader, just so that when I do get to shoot, he can shoot, and then the second guy will just hide behind the building so that nobody can kill him. And that's the end of the sniper dude. Tim randomly selected his core troopers, and he's going a bit braver. He's going behind the big tree here, and coming around on my right side. You can see he's threatening my objective. I'm going to have to try and kill that unit now. I mean, I was going to try and kill it anyway, but especially now that I'm going to have to try and kill it, I can't believe he has done such a thing.
You feel compelled to.
I can't believe it. So I went and randomly selected a core trooper, and I'm going to go with my snow troopers that have the extra dude in them, the leader. And basically I'm going to double move. But because of steady, I'm going to be able to get into range 2 of Han. Probably not going to do too much, but I am going to take a pesky shot at him. So that's my first move, and the second move I'll just put myself in range 2. And then what I'll do is I'll go here behind the building in a moment, behind the barricade in a moment. I'll take my shot at Han. He's in heavy cover, so it's just 6 white dice because I've got the extra guy. I need at least 3 hits to do anything here. Or crits would have been nice. I actually get 3 hits because they do surge to the... They surge to a hit, so it's just 1 at the minute because of heavy cover takes 2 away. So 1 white dice for Han. He does have uncanny luck, so he can reroll this.
See how well it goes.
He has uncanny luck.
Let's see how uncanny he is.
He's not very canny at all, and he does take the wound. So that's the first wound of the game. Goes to these snow troopers shooting Mr. Han. No! Or yes, depending on your point of view. So Tim's got his last trooper unit here up on the walkways. He's just going to double move. He might have to just move. Oh, he can fit over them, so it's fine. He's going to move over. Well, I say he's double move. Yeah, he's out of range 2 there, so he's going to take another move. Now we're going to have to get in. He's coming on the ramp. Can you believe this? He's very aggressively here, because this is quite close to me here, but he's going to be in heavy cover, so even if I do get a shot, it's perhaps not going to be the most filling of shots. So what we'll do is we'll go here. That barricade has been destroyed. Now he's got no way of getting down, so it's looking good. So I've randomly selected core troopers here, and I'm going to take my other unit of snow troopers, and they're simply going to they're going to aim and then move, because I'm pretty sure, well, we've already measured it, that I can shoot these rebel troopers that are hiding in this building. So I'm going to just move. We'll move, just not up to the barricade because I don't have the movement, but I'll move to there, and then I'll go here in a way that hopefully I can try and get a bit of cover somewhere. But I'm not actually like it. I'm probably not even going to get cover from that, so this is going to be interesting indeed. We'll throw that guy out. We'll measure that in a second. Now, I already checked that these guys are in range 2 of the unit there in the building, these snow troopers. So with an aim, it's 5 white dice because the medical droid doesn't do anything. He doesn't count for shooting, so it's 5 white dice with an aim. So at the minute, it's 1 crit, so that's interesting. And then I'm not precise, so I don't get to reroll 3, it's only 2. So it's just the 1 because the crit goes through. So 1 white dice on the guys in the building, and that's 1 dead, 1 suppression onto these guys who are very threatening position to just unload a Z6 into my entire army, which I do not like. But I mean, that's why he's done it. He's just throwing suppression around. So Tim got the special forces. He's going to take his Wookiees. Now we measured the first move is out of the standby range, so he's going to do that move. And then the next question is he going to move in to try and get to the box? He is, which is probably going to trigger my standby. Especially the fact that he's
this is going to trigger your standby.
He's not going to get fully flush against the wall, so both my guys are going to be able to see him. So my snipers are going to shoot in return. Now, I may have said dodge before, but Tim let me change that to an aim, like before we did too much. So I've got 3 black dice, because it's 2 from the sniper, 1 from the normal guy, with an aim. So this is 1 wound now, but he's got to take 3 white dice, I believe it is, for the Wookiees.
Yeah, and we'll get any cover for the angle.
Oh, you get light cover, so it's down to 2.
Fine, let's
because of sharpshooter knocks you heavy down to thingy.
Yeah, just checking if I'd given them ducking cover, which I haven't.
It wouldn't matter if you're in heavy cover, but I'd knock it down to light.
Oh, fine, of course. So
it'd be 2 white dice. Do they defensively surge?
They do not defensively surge.
2 wounds, which was pretty much going to be even if they did surge, but it doesn't kill anybody because they've got 3 wounds each. So very aggressively moving up here on my objective on my right. We've got the Z6 over there and the Wookiees here. This objective now very much at risk. So yeah, not going to be great, and I need to take off my standby. This unit of stormtroopers, I've just drawn a core unit, which I think is my last core unit. I'm going to move up, and you can see here I've got the stick out. We're trying to kill this last Wookiee on the corner. You can see here I've definitely got the movement, and I think what I will do is I will actually run behind the wall, and then cohere like around it, just so I can get as many people in. Obviously, you're meant to be playing that it's range 2 of every model, but we're just playing that it's the leader because otherwise the game ends up being a bit stupid. Do apologise, I am knocking everything over here. It's very difficult to do one-handed, you know. But everybody's in range 2 there. We're going to roll our dice. Got my DLT, got my 4 white stormtroopers. We can only see the 1 Wookiee anyway, so we can only really do 1 wound here anyway. They're in heavy cover. I've not got a name or anything. They're in heavy cover, so those 2 would go away, and it's just the 1 crit. It's 1 white dice on the Wookiees. Might kill the Wookiee though. It does kill the Wookiee. It kills the Wookiee. Bye, Wookiee. So he's drawn his special forces. This is going to be hard to film because he's going to go under this bridge, under this walkway thing. There is a place for him to go. We have measured this, so we can definitely get in range of Vader or the snowtroopers if he wanted. He can essentially take his pick. And yeah, it's going to get interesting in a moment.
Yeah,
so
I take a shot at Vader, I think.
I forgot what it is for the dice. It's you get your normal dice. You're going to get a black dice.
2 black and a white, I think.
2 black and a white.
So not fantastic.
Not fantastic, but he's in no cover because I'm just stood out in the open like a loon. It's 2 at the minute. I'm immune to Pierce, which is the only saving grace here. And I don't surge, so that's actually 1 damage onto Mr. Vader himself, which is all round upsetting, but that's just the way the game goes sometimes. So my second to last unit is the Special Forces. I'm going to take the Imperial Royal Guard, and they're just going to double move. Now the question here was, do I double move up to the base of the hill, this little slope, so I can get the Rebel troopers, or do I double move towards the Wookiees to try and stop them from contesting and capturing my point over here? Now I don't really have the answer to that, so I'm going to wing it and go for the Wookiees. This wasn't planned, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put myself maybe within range 1 of the box, just in case I decide randomly I do a pull a miracle out and I can get to the middle box and claim it. But yeah, this could be a Wookiee versus Royal Guard, or it could be a bloodbath over there near my box. Either way, I'm not looking forward to it, considering these guys are in the open now, and these Z6s could very much just burn through my Royal Guard, but that's just the way it's got to go. So Tim's drawn Leia, well, Commander, Leia's the only one who's not been. She's just going to move up to the box, and as you can see with my range 2 on the table, the Royal Guard are at threat. Now it's 3 black dice, it is 3, and then there's no cover because obviously I'm not in cover. It's PS1, is it? I think PS1, but I get 3 red dice. I need to save some of these. Oh, that's actually, it would have been 1 guy dead, but it's actually 1 guy dead and an extra wound. So I'm going to take the Electoral Staff Guide because there's no PS really, melee PS on the board, and then I have to assign a wound, and I only have the fancy see-through one, and I'll assign it to the back one there. So a really good shot there by Leia, but it's just something I had to risk. So I measured out where range 3 of these stormtroopers are for commanding, because obviously Vader wants to give them a token so I can get that box and get out of there. Now there is the alternative of maybe playing a 3-pip and giving it to all my special forces or something, but even they are pretty much out of range. So Vader needs to essentially get to where that black dice is with 2 moves. I'm probably not going to be in range of saber throwing at any point, and it's going to get a little bit tricky. I'm just going to knock these guys out of the way because, you know, we want to get it as close as I can do, basically. It's not perfect. I'm going to have to go back a little bit there because I was a bit off the centre, and I'll be very surprised if this is within range 3. I might even go this way. Let me check if this is in range 3. The closest guy, oh, I think this is probably the better way of doing it, so I'm going to have to go. This is the safer way. It's not where I want Vader to be, but I can actually get to that point. So I'm going to have to move Vader that way up behind this guy here. So I think that is going to be range 3, but not an ideal position for Vader to be in, but I really need to not lose this box. Chewie then, he's the last activation for Tim. I'm also out of activations, and then we'll just recap the entire turn. He's going to double move. He's got a sniper squad left. I can't believe this. So Chewie's going to double move, and then the decision with the sniper squad, are you going to try and move up and take a shot at the unit here, or what are we going to do? Not decided yet. Let's mull over your options. So the special forces, they're going to move up and take a shot. Again, it's going to be 2 black and 1 white onto one of the snowtrooper units. Not that it matters which one, it's either the leader one or the medical droid one. Either way, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, we're absolutely fine with that.
Is that fine on either? So these guys in here, this is a little building here, which is not a building, it's a walkway, packed to the rafters, and gonna pop a shot at one of the snowtroopers.
We'll have a shot at the one with the leader.
The one with the leader,
Yeah.
fine. Yep, I think that's the white unit technically, but yeah.
Fine. Okay.
So I'm in no cover here. It's 2 at the minute, so 2 red dice. Let's see if I can hit some of these. I hit one, so one of them dies. And I'm not going to bother with the suppression because that is pretty much the end of the turn.
As well.
PS1, so 2 of them die. I'm glad he's remembering that because I completely forgot. I am prone to cheating, as is the last battle report. So that's the end of the turn, and I'll try and go through from left to right. So you can see over here, this unit of rebel troopers have just moved up and picked up this box. Another unit of rebel troopers on that hill there, they've just moved forward. Well, they're not picked up to the box yet because it takes 2 moves to touch it, but they're touching that, so they can pick it up next turn. Han and Chewie right in the middle of the table pretty much here, surrounding and trying to get to the middle box. And then the most interesting play of the game so far, well, there's 2 interesting plays. We've got a Z6 unit up here, 2 snipers as well, all threatening my guys who are in the middle of the field. Not really much cover or anything like that. That's just the way that goes. Vader's lost a wound, my Royal Guards have lost a model and a downer wound. And then the second interesting thing really, the unit of Wookiees behind the bunker. Yeah, they've got 2 suppression, but that's not going to matter too much. They are definitely 100% threatening this objective. Along with the sneaky rebel unit over there. They're going to be trying to pop me out. So I move Vader to see if I can get priority, see if I can get that box and get out of there. And that's pretty much what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to play a 1-pip here to try and do that. And yeah, in the middle, I'm not really doing too much interesting. I've lost 2 models here in this snowtrooper unit. That's about it. I put a wound onto Han, and I killed one of the models in this unit here. And I killed a Wookiee, which is always a bonus. So we'll go into turn 2. I didn't expect turn 1 to be as bloody as it was, but there you have it. Now it's range 3 going into turn 2. So start of turn 2, as I said, I'm going with a 1-pip. I really need to get this objective. I cannot leave it hanging. So I am going with ambush. And thankfully for me, Tim is playing a 2-pip. That's the one I think where Leia and Chewie can combine their shot, and basically like blow me up. But that's interesting. I'm going to give my 1 token to the core troopers over there, so I will do that now, and then I'll collect the rest. And Tim's obviously giving his to Chewie and Thingy, so let's do that. So I obviously issued my order to these stormtroopers over here, simply so I can pick up the box, which I'm going to, and then I'm going to move. I'm going to move there. Now instead of using this next to them, due to the Palp disaster, we're going to use Tim's handy objectives, but I will keep this near them just so that everybody can see where they are. And then obviously I'm going to cohere around this as much as I can away from the Wookiees, because I don't want to be charged. So that's my first turn. Now the rest of the turn I'm not looking forward to, because I'm out in the open pretty much all the way over here, so this isn't going to be fun. So Tim's going to go with Chewie, we've just discussed it. He's going to take a dodge, which obviously with teamwork, that's bloody teamwork, will give Han a dodge as well. Then he's going to move, try and get as close to this box as he can essentially. Puts him in a really threatening position. And obviously he can also Guardian. So that box in the middle, very much under threat by Tim with Chewie there, who you can see. So I drew core troopers, and I'm going to take the Healbot unit. I'm pretty sure the Healbot unit's in the purple unit. I may be wrong. If I cheated, then I cheated, but we've been playing it that the leader's in the white and the Healbot's in the purple. Either way, I would take the one that has the Healbot now. Then I'm going to heal the wound off the Royal Guard here. Now you can only bring back a mini if it was done that turn, but you can heal a wound token off a mini basically, as long as you're not bringing back the model. And then you just simply put one on the card, and then that's that done. That needed to be within range 2, I think. Let me just double check. Trooper, oh no, I lied to you, it has to be range 1, so I actually can't do that. Now unless I could get within range 1, which I can't. Maybe I can on my move, so what we'll do is I'll measure this out, because this is going to be a pain. So what I'm going to try and do is get within range 1 of the Royal Guard and then get within range 1 of the troopers. So this is an interesting, funky manoeuvre. Let me put that at the side there. I think that should be about right. Do apologise, I am doing it. So yeah, I can get into range 1 there. So now I will heal them. And then I'm going to move again. Just get into range 1 of the unit on the hill. Which you can see I'm just in range 1 of the unit in the building there. And then I'm going to flame them. Which, because there's 4 of them, I'm going to get 4 black dice. And because I'm going to use frag grenades with the rest of the 4 purple dudes, I'm going to get 4 red dice. So 8 dice in total. I surge to a crit. So that's... There's no cover, so I think that's 5 at the minute. 5 dice, 5 hits onto the unit in the building there. Whilst he's doing that, I will cohere around this hill. Yes, indeed, 5 dice. He needs 4, because there's 4 in the unit. So it's 1. It's not going to matter. That's 4 dead.
All dead.
So they're all dead. That unit of rebel troopers that I was worried about are dead. And you can hear Tim sigh, but I'm jumping with joy. So Tim's going to use, is it Brains and Brawn, I think?
Yeah, that's right, Brains and Brawn.
Going to aim with Leia, and Chewie's going to throw his dice into the mix, and they're going to shoot at my poor Royal Guard. At the minute, that's... I don't know this Surge? I'm not sure if she does.
Chewie converts to a crit, and so does Leia.
Well, it's the Leia's. Chewie's wouldn't have mattered, but yeah, that's fine. So you've got 2 misses, so you can obviously roll those. Oh my god, I can't even count. Is that 7?
Yeah.
Well, I only have 6 dice, so I'll roll 6.
Do you want extra?
No, I will roll 6, and then I'll roll an extra 1. Oh my god. What?
Oh, got it.
What? Well, there is PS2,
Yeah.
but holy jeez. Wow. Let me roll the extra dice for the one that I need to. Another block. Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
It would be PS2, so it is 1 dead. But, oh my god. I do apologise, Tim, there. I mean, jeez. What was that roll then? I literally just rolled 7 blocks out of 7. How do you feel?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Gutted.
I feel overjoyed. Wow. I'm sorry about that, actually. That's actually shocking. So I've drawn another unit of core troopers. I'm going to try and get my flamers into range 1 of these Wookiees. Now, I do apologise for the dog in the background. It's just been going all day. But we don't know if I'm actually going to be in range. But I'm going to try my darndest to get as close as I can. This dog's very excited about this manoeuvre. That's the first one. Now, this is going to be devastating if I can't, because, I just knocked myself a bit back. So I'm going to put myself there, hopefully Tim didn't see my cheating ways. Now, I'm not going to be able to kill them all, because I think I might only be able to see 2, even if I am in range. Now, is this in range? This is the question. The answer is, I don't think so. I'm just out of range. As upsetting as that is, I am just out of range. So, wow, that's bad. That's bad, y'all. What I will instead do is I'll just cohere around here, and I'll use my steady. And oh no, I'll actually still steady at the Wookiees, not Chewie. Everybody's in range there. So it is instead just 4 white dice from my snowtroopers into the Wookiees. I can still only see the 1, but I'm probably not going to kill that. They're in heavy cover, so it's just 4 white dice. That's a surge, which doesn't matter because the heavy cover is going to get rid of it. So just a suppression onto the Wookiees, nothing interesting. So he's drawn special forces with improvised orders, going to try and rally on the Wookiees who fail, so they do only get 1 action. So now the question is, do they charge the... Are they even in range? Because the leader is the one at the back.
Yeah, he is.
So I don't think he's going to get a charge off this turn against... definitely not the special forces who are over there. I don't know if you can see. But maybe against the Royal Guard, but I don't think so.
No,
No.
I don't think I'm going to be able to charge.
Even with the 2 red dice, I gotta say, my red dice and Tim's red dice, I mean, you've just seen the difference there. So this puts them in an awkward position. They could shoot, the shooting's not terrible, but they're not going to get their charge off. It was a fairly big, unfortunate roll there. So because he didn't rally, which was very unfortunate, he's going to shoot my snipers who are up there. You can see them both. There is Pierce on this, isn't there?
Yeah.
I am in heavy cover, but there's 2 crits there at least. So the 2 hits would go away. And it would be 2. I'm not going crazy. But there's PS1, so I need to roll both of these to keep these alive. Even if I rolled 1, we'll call that a miss. That's fine. So they're both dead.
Woohoo.
Oh no, bye! So I drew Mr. Vader himself. He's obviously going to double move and throw his saber. Now that the Wookiees haven't managed to do anything that interesting, and my Stormtroopers are at least double moves away from the Wookiees, I'm now just going to go for the middle with Vader. So I'm going to just go here. Can't quite go beyond that guy, so I'm going to go here. And I'm probably going to throw my saber. I think maybe at Chewie, because he might be in range and everybody else might be out of range. It's definitely range 2 that. I can, and my eyeball tells me that that is range 2. So it's just 3 red dice. I'll just move over to the right to try and ignore cover. I think that pretty much ignores the cover. 3 red dice, 2 wounds. There's no point rolling. PS2.
True.
So 2. Oh, you can dodge the one of them.
Yeah, I'm good.
Dodge the one of them. Yeah, you can dodge that one. So 1 wound onto Chewie there by Mr. Vader himself.
2 black and
So the special forces in this building, they've got their eyes onto Vader. They're narrowing down the scopes, targeting him. He's on 1 wound. He's going to aim. He's going to shoot. Now I am immune to thingy, but he's got 2 crits there. Oh,
spin me aim.
now I could Guardian. I couldn't Guardian because he just rolled crits. So I could not Guardian. Now I have been rolling these red dice pretty well. So I mean, this is no wounds. You can already feel it. Oh, it's actually 1 wound. That's I mean, that's very upsetting. I can't believe that happened. I think the game obviously is fixed. My car trooper here are going to aim and shoot one of the snipers. We'll shoot the one at the back, just because we've definitely measured that they're in range. I'm going to aim and shoot. There's heavy cover, but I'm aiming. I'm in range 3. I've rolled 3 at the minute, so there's 1 going through, but I am precise, so I get to re-roll, and I will re-roll these 3 blanks. Precise 1. Oh, that hits with every single one, because I do surge to a hit, so it's heavy cover, so I'll get rid of those 2. So it's 4 dice. Goodness me, my dice are hot, baby. And Tim's are garbage. He does save 2, but it doesn't matter because 2 of them are dead. So that's 1 unit of snipers. The back unit there, as lovely painted as they are, Tim, they're dead. So get them off this bloody board. I don't want them here. Tim's got the core unit, and he's going to go with the one right at the very back. They can see both of my snipers here, so this sniper team is not looking long for this world. They're going to aim and shoot. It's a lot of dice. I am slightly in heavy cover, which is my 1 saving grace because there's a guy at the back, but he's got an aim. At the minute, that's only 2 at the minute. 3 at the minute, sorry, I can't count. And the next of 1, so it's 2.
Yeah, I've covered.
Now let's just double check that. Back guy is in cover, yeah, because he is obscured, and that's more than 50%. But it is 2, and I only have white dice. But you know, you've seen my dice today, guys. Oh, you can see my dice today. So there's 1. And I'm going to stay alive here, barely. But with a suppression. But that's not going to do too much for me at this point, because they are courage 2. Tim's dice. Oh, not that great. Mine, incredible. So I got my special forces. I should try and rally, but it's not going to matter because I am courage 2. Doesn't matter too much. And then I'm literally just going to double move into those Wookiees over there. Now that's obviously within a double move. I'm not aiming or anything, so that's fine. And then I'm going to throw my attack dice at them, which is just 4 black dice. No aims, no anything. 4 black dice. Now I re-roll this cocked one, but this is 3 so far because my dice are stinking hot. This is 4. Now 4 t-shirt saves. Absolutely nothing on these Wookiees. Let's see what we get. I sort of want 4 blocks, but it is obviously 4 blanks. So it's another Wookiee dead and 1 wound on another. Very much value for money here with my Royal Guard. I do apologise, Tim.
That's quite alright.
So the Course Troopers over here have just picked up that box, so we've given them the box and put the token over there. Then they're going to shoot my heavy cover Snow Troopers over here for its 2 crits, then 1, so it's 3. So 3 red dice for me, which would be nice if I could see my other red defense dice. But I don't need them, I'm rolling so well. Oh, I've actually rolled 2 blanks. Guys, I mean, what? So that's actually 2 of these guys dead and a suppression, but that's probably not going to matter too much. But at least some sort of vaguely average dice returning there. I do feel a bit better about this. So my last unit of core troopers then, I'm just going to aim and shoot these guys into Chewie. No cover there just because he's peeking around the bush. The tree, I should say, not really a bush, is it? So an aiming shot, 4 white, 2 red. That white doesn't count. At the minute it's 2. Both my red dice have hit, so I reroll 3 of the white blanks. And get a crit and a hit. So at the minute it's 4. I just knocked that dice over, so 4.
Right, he's got a suppression. I'm going to use duck and cover to...
Oh, he's got a suppression. He's going to take the heavy cover, so it's going to go down to 2.
Yeah.
which makes sense for Chewie. He's on 2 now, 2 t-shirt saves. He's had 1 wound. The more I enrage him, the sort of better it gets. I think he needs 4 to be enraged, doesn't he?
So he's nearly there.
He's on 3 wounds now. Well, he's taken 3 wounds, and he's getting mad. He's getting seriously mad. He's like, these dice, for God's sake. So Han then is going, he's going to move up. We've obviously overmeasured this. He's now in range of both these snowtroopers and the other snowtroopers.
Yeah, so we'll start with these guys.
Starting with these guys first. They're not in heavy cover, they're in no cover is what I was trying to say, but I'm just trying to cheat again. It is PS2, isn't it?
That's right.
And he does surge, I presume.
He does.
So that's 2 dead with the suppression. So that's 1 decent shot there. Han gonna be blowing up people right now.
And then we'll do the same for these guys.
Does he have sharpshooter? He's got sharpshooter 1, has he?
Sharpshooter 1, that's right.
Sharpshooter 1. So this is light cover, thankfully, because I am currently in heavy. 1 hit at the minute, which is not going to do anything because of the light cover. We've gotten away, so it's just another suppression. They are now on 2 suppression. But, no cover. There was light covers, sorry. So the 1 sniper here that you can't see on the right, just going to aim and shoot at the rebel trooper unit over there. There's no cover. It's 2 black dice. I'm aiming at the minute. Do they surge? I cannot remember. They don't surge on the offensive, so at the minute it's 1. It's just 1 dead because they've got PS1. So there's no cover. So 1 dead, 1 suppression. But that's the end of my turn, I think, basically. I don't have anybody left. Yep, these guys, the last unit for Tim, he's just going to pick these up and... Well, they're going to haul away. I thought he might have been a bit more aggressive. He's going up the slope. Yeah, he's getting very aggressive. We will swap out the token for the other one in a moment, just to indicate that he's actually got that and, no mistakes will be made. But we'll go from left to right then and we'll recap the turn. Oh, I've just knocked something over. So the rebel unit there, you just saw, just picked up that box. That's fine. The rebel unit here on the hill, they picked up the box, did a decent shot, but all good. I managed to kill the rebel unit in this walkway with my snowtroopers, flame troopers. Killed another sniper unit in there with the DLT unit. The snipers have been picking off like Vader, etc. These guys have got 2 suppression from being shot out by Han. Han just caused a suppression on there, but managed to kill 2 of these guys completely out in the open. My flamer and my leader ready. That's fine. My DLT is not really doing anything. I actually aimed and shot with that one. I haven't picked this box up yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be safe. And then in the middle here, we're looking at some very interesting fight. We've got Vader. Gonna have to move forward and try and do something to stop Han and Chewie just wrecking my day. Leia's sat at the back there, popping out some shots, joining in with Chewie. My Royal Guard probably shouldn't be alive. Incredible roll, 7 blocks out of 7. I mean, come on. And then the rally's not happening for the Wookiees, really hindering that side of the field for Tim. The rebels over there, they managed to kill one of my snipers. The snipers shot back and we killed one of them. My stormtroopers over on this side picked up the box, ran away. So that one should be safe. This one here should also be safe when I pick it up in a moment, or whenever I pick it up. That's the end of turn 2. We're looking at a very bloody middle of the field, I think. It's basically Vader versus Super Friends, or as I like to call it, Third Wheel. But it's going to be an interesting turn 3, I think. Popping ourselves quickly into turn 3 then. I've realised I pretty much need to keep Vader alive. I think I'm out of range of an implacable turn where I can basically charge this turn and then attack again next turn. So I am going with the Master of Evil.
I'm going for sorry about the mess.
Sorry about the mess. So that does mean that Han will go first, and Chewie will also get the aim and the dodge token due to teamwork. But I'll get a dodge on Vader, and then I'll give my token to the Royal Guard and the sniper at the back there, which will basically leave me then just with core, which gives me pure selection to decide when I want to do stuff. So Chewie's going to go first. Obviously, sorry about the mess gives Tim priority, and he's going to aim. Well, is he going to aim? What are you going to do with your second action?
I think he's going to... Ooh, it's a good question.
It's a good question because he already has an aim and a dodge from Han. So what will he do with the second action here? So we're going to rally on Chewie. It doesn't matter, he's going to get 2 actions. He rallies it. He's going to take a second dodge because he got 1 dodge from Han. And then he's obviously going to shoot at Vader. With his dice, he's got an aim. So let's see what he gets. Does he surge?
He surges to crits.
He surges to a crit. So the aim, good job he didn't take a second aim, that would have been pointless. So it is in theory 4. And I'm not in cover or anything because I'm thinking I am going to pop my dodge to get rid of 1. That'll put it down to 3.
Yep.
Now, a surge here will cause a wound onto Chewie, which is quite interesting. So I sort of want 3 surges. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, it's 2 blocks and a blank. So that is a wound onto Vader, who's now taken 3, and he's got 5 left. So in my stack, I only have core troopers. I'm going to take this core trooper unit here with the leader, and we've measured, I'm going to inspire this away so that they maybe get a free range. They're probably going to get shot next turn, so it's not amazing. And then I'm going to probably... Oh, do I actually aim here? I'm not going to aim. I'm going to double move. I'm going to double move, but then I'm going to throw my my grenades into Chewie. You can see here, what I will do is I will try and block off the back. Oh no, because I don't want to block off Vader, so we'll do that. We'll move this guy up. Yep, definitely dead here. But I am going to throw my 2 red dice into Chewie. No point using my flamethrower because there's no cover. It's just 2 red dice. He's got 2 dodges, so really I need crits. It's just 1, but he can either spend a dodge or take it.
No, I'm going to spend... Do you know what? I'm going to roll it because
he's going to roll it. He's going to roll it to try and get enraged.
Actually, oddly don't want to, but I don't convert, so I'll take it.
He does take the wound, so he's on to 4 wounds. That does make him enraged. No suppression now, so there we have it. So Han's going to go. With his first action, he's going to shoot. Shall we shoot the stormtroopers first?
Yeah, why not? So pop these guys.
I am in heavy cover, but obviously I'm going to get the suppression, which I think is really the desired effect here. It's blank now. Will he spend his aim?
Absolutely.
Gonna spend the aim here, which 100% makes sense.
My dice really do me favours today.
I can't see the second one.
Yeah, it's a crit.
It's a crit.
2 crits.
And you do, sir. You sharpshooter 1. So it doesn't matter because you've got both crits.
Yeah.
It's PS1.
PS2.
PS2. Both dead then. So now this actually kills my flamethrower. So I just have the non-combatant guy left. Now I could heal him in a second, and then because he's died this turn.
Okay, and the second one will go for Vader.
The second shot into Vader.
Put it over out.
It's a hit and a crit. I will roll 2 dice here. 2 wounds. He's only got 2 wounds left. So not looking good for Vader now.
And for my second action, I'm going to take the bug out approach.
He's fleeing. What a coward! I can't believe this. So that's fine. Keeping his dodge. So I'm going to take the unit here who's only got the flamethrower, the leader left, and the droid. I'm going to try and rally. I failed to rally, which isn't great because it does mean I'm going to just have to move. And what I'm going to do is move up to as far as I can to Vader. And then I'm going to take a wound off Vader. Now I could have brought back the flamethrower, but it's not really worth it, especially the fact that I didn't rally it. So Vader's going to be on 4 wounds. And I'm going to just have a pop shot at Chewie there, who I think he can see, but he's in heavy cover and I've got 1 white dice. So I need a crit. Oh, I was so convinced that was a crit. But it is a suppression, but it doesn't matter because he's enraged. So used improvised order, pulled 2 core troopers. Gonna aim and shoot at my 1 solitary sniper here who's not been... oh my god, that's 4 crits. You do have an aim, so you can re-roll 2 with the thing. Oh, you don't surge, so yeah, 4 crits and a hit at the minute. And this guy's dead. I'm almost tempted not to roll. Here, look, I rolled 1 dice. Oh, I missed it, so that he's dead. So that was easy enough. I rolled 1 dice and he still died, so you know he was pretty dead there. My Royal Guard then, I'm just going to aim and attack the Wookiees. One of the Wookiees is on 1 wound, so 2 wounds will essentially kill the bowcaster, so that's what we're trying to do. I'm going to aim 4 black dice because I'm in combat, and I've aimed. Do they have a defensive surge? I do not know. I cannot remember off the top of my head, which is always great. They do not have any surges, so I'm going to reroll these 2 then. And they don't surge, so it's 2. So I need 2 misses to kill the model to avoid some hits back.
My rolls today, I think we're going to get them.
We'll see. And it is. So one of the Wookiees goes down, leaving just the leader left. So I'm pretty happy about that. So we've drawn Leia, and he's going to just aim and shoot at the flame trooper unit with the leader there. The aim going to come in handy here with 2 blanks. So definitely worth taking now. And then 3. So it's just PS1, so at least one of them is going to die, and I need to roll all 3 to pretty much survive. Which I would say I've definitely seen done. Oh, I actually rolled 2. That's almost a shame because he's going to pierce one of them and then they're both going to die. No! So, I say I randomly selected, but I already knew what that was going to be. This Stormtrooper unit going to pick up the box, as you can see there. I'll leave that one there just for reference. And then we're going to shoot Chewie, who's out of cover at this point. I don't have a name because I just picked up the box. So, yeah, we're just going to roll. Not a great roll, but they do surge. So, at the minute it is 2, but you could just use... I think you only have 1. Oh, no, you didn't use your dodge. So, you could dodge them both or take your pick. He's on 4 wounds now.
Yeah, I think I'll dodge them both.
He's going to dodge them both. So, it would be a suppression, but there is no suppression. So, that's fine. That's that turn done. Or that activation done. So randomly selected the Special Forces, who are the sniper team underneath there. They are going to shoot at the unit of Stormtroopers that have not activated, obviously to suppress them so I can't get an aim. It's 2 black... Oh, did take an aim. That crit's going automatically through though, even with the cover. But that one's going to go away because I am in heavy cover. That's going to go down to light. So it's the 1, and then I'm going to take 1 red dice. And that will kill them because that is a surge. And I'm going to get a suppression. So straight away in return, I'm going to take this unit and try and rally, which I do not. So I'm not going to aim, but I am, however, going to shoot at Chewie. I've got 1 less model now, so only 3 white, 2 red. At Chewie, again, no cover from the leader to the leader. The centre's not being blocked there. This time I have rolled 1. So it's 1. And he has to take the save. So it's we'll see if he ever hits one. He's not going to hit one. He's now taken 5 wounds, so he's got quite a lot left. 4, 3, 4?
Yeah,
3, okay. Rebel troopers then, they're going to aim and fire into my lonely medical droid and the flamer. We'll see what we get. We got an aim here, so at the minute I see 2 hits and 2 surges. So not a great roll, but I am in no cover, so we're going to get to re-roll these 2 black dice. And that's going to be 3. So there's no cover, so it is 3. I could live, you know. I could live. Oh, I'm not living, so I rolled a surge and 2 blanks. So my heal droid is off the board. So I'm going to go with Vader. Obviously here, I am trying to get into combat with Chewie, but if I'm honest here, I think this is outside of the range. But we'll see. I've got my dice at the ready, though, just on the off chance. I'm pretty sure this is out. Like, just eyeballing this, I can see that this is pretty much out. It was out even without me nudging it. So what I will do is I'll just shimmy up to this wall here, I think, at this point, and throw my saber. Make sure I'm touching the tree so Chewie doesn't get it. And then I'm going to throw my saber at Chewie. So it's 3 red dice. 3 red dice, 3 hits. It's pierce 3, so it's actually 3 wounds. It's actually 3 wounds. Yeah, we said he was on. He had 3 wounds before. He was actually on 4 wounds. So he's 1 wound left, is Chewie. And I am touching this box, but I do not have it yet. And Vader is on. Well, he's got 4 wounds left, I think. Is it 4 wounds? I think he's on 8. Yeah, 4 wounds left. Then the troopers here on the left. We've just measured they're out of range of a move shot, so they're going to double move. Vader obviously. Probably going to try and pick up that box and either run away or engage. We'll see what happens. See if he is the coward, but they are definitely in range of next turn. And that's them. And the only unit I have left then, once that they have double moved, is this unit of Stormtroopers over here, which what I'm going to do is just try and move up. I sort of want to get into a position where I can maybe shoot next turn. So they're going to move 1 here, and then they're going to try, and I just completely knocked him fine, but they're going to try and get in this gap so that I can shoot next turn. Oh, I keep knocking him over. I do apologise, Tim. I don't think Tim's paying any attention, but because he's too busy moving his models, which is fair enough. So I'm going to do that, and my goal here is just to make it so I can shoot next turn. And I'll drop the box. If I'm going to ever drop the box, I'll make sure I'm dropping it there. This other unit has got that one. So there are my box carriers, and you have your Wookiees left. They're the only thing left.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's just the 1 guy attacking my 2 Royal Guard.
So it's going to be... I'm going to aim.
He's got his aim. It's 2 black dice in combat, I believe.
It is 2 black dice.
2 black dice in combat.
So red as well.
Oh, 2 black and a red with an aim. I've not taken any wounds on those guys yet. With an aim, so I don't know if they surge. Did they surge on the offensive? They do. So just the 1 dice needs re-rolling. It's 3 at the minute. I have nothing interesting, so it is my 3 dice. That's at least one of them dead with my leader left. So it's just 1 guy, mano on mano, or mano on Wookiee. And I think that's pretty much everything.
That's it.
So the unit of rebels here on the left side of the table, they've now double moved, triple moved, whatever you want to say, all the way up here, getting into key positions to shoot next turn, although we aren't playing key positions, we're playing recover the supplies. They literally just aimed and shot, I think maybe killing my medical droid. The sniper again aimed and shot. I think they shot at my sniper, my DLT unit, just so I couldn't aim. Pretty handy. Han double shot this unit here, and I think maybe Vader or the other stormtrooper unit, I can't remember, and then basically ran away like a coward. Vader moved up, you saw then, just throwing his saber into Chewie, doing 3 damage. Chewie's got 1 wound left, so he's going to get a charge off if he can, but maybe Vader's going to pick that up and run away. I do have Implacable left. Both units of my flamers are all dead. Everything got shot there. The Royal Guard versus the Wookiee on his own. Tim has another unit of rebels behind there. They've just been killing my snipers all day. My unit of stormtroopers picked up this objective turn 2 and have just pretty much moved away. But now I'm in a decent position here. This unit has got one of the boxes, this unit's got the other. They're probably both going to be safe. This one's going to get rid of the suppression at the end of the turn. So I've got 3 units of DLTs. All just going to try and put pressure on the middle. Whether or not, I mean, it's relying on Vader getting that box and either running away or killing everything. So it's going to be a very interesting turn 4. How are you feeling, Tim?
Tense.
Tense.
This is not going quite high on this piece.
So let's pick our cards for 4. So just so you know, I did forget to give everybody the suppression, but considering I can't necessarily remember where Vader was and who was in range, I know Chewie obviously doesn't count anyway. They're in combat, so they're not going to do anything, and to give it to Han while he's moved is unfair, so we're just going to skip that. But yeah, I did forget that, not a biggie though. So we spent a little bit of time thinking about what we're going to play, because this is now tense in the middle with Vader touching the box, Chewie, Leia there, Han there. It's going to be very interesting. Vader half dead. I am going with the classic. My plan is to pick this box up and get out of there. I am implacabling, and Tim is going for reckless diversion. So Implacable gives me the special forces, the thing onto Vader, and you will do yours in a moment. So as per the plan, I'm going to take Vader, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to push Chewie as far back as possible, as I do have force push. Now the downside to this is I need to keep myself within range 2 when I do my saber throw, which I think I should be able to manage. So I'm then going to pick up the box, which we'll do the token for in a minute, and I should here, if everything has been calculated correctly, now move a bit back and then throw my saber into Chewie. Now if Chewie can, he might still be able to catch me there, which might be a problem. I think I might be able to put the box there, which might be able to stop him. And then I'm going to throw I might kill him because I'm going to throw my what
I'm going to say is because of the reckless diversion.
Oh, reckless diversion, I can't do it. Now, is there any way I could go further away? But I won't do that, we'll do Leia. That's fine, I'll do Leia. 1 wound.
Yeah, because of Pierce.
Pierce, yeah, so heavy cover gets 1 wound. Oh, I didn't see this. Now, I could have possibly put myself here, but then I'm at risk of either not getting line of sight on Chewie or, still being in range. So that's just the way that goes. Oh, sneaky tactics. Now, I am going to take the wound and put myself back in my pool. I realise that leaves me on 3 wounds, but I'd rather try and risk getting another action, just to try and move away. Risky, but that's the way it goes. Well, in actual fact, I'll put this on the other side, actually, if you're okay with that, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because, I want it as close to me as possible. So we're going to go with Han. Han's going to just move up, and we've already measured this. He's going to shoot at Vader and the injured unit of stormtroopers. He's resigned himself to not killing the box carriers, so that's fine. That's good for me. So into Vader first, maybe.
Yeah, start with Vader.
No, I'm not. I am immune to Pierce. Does he surge? I can't remember.
He goes to crits.
He surges to crits, so this is 2 red dice. Can't kill him just yet. Oh, but he is on 1 wound. So that's 2 wounds onto Vader, which I don't have the tokens out. I'll get it in a minute. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just leave him like that to signify he's on 1 wound left, isn't he? He's Mr. Vader.
And then we'll go for these guys.
Onto these guys then. They are in range. Now this, I am in no cover. I don't think I'm in cover. I'm in no cover. So he does surge to a crit, so 2. He's Pierce 2.
He's Pierce 2, yeah.
Pierce 2, so yeah, I'm not going to bother rolling. He actually just going to take them away and put a suppression on these guys. It's getting dicey now. I'm getting very few troopers left. I need to draw Vader. So I drew this, which I got a bit excited about, but it is actually Special Forces, not Vader. So I'm just going to aim and punch the Wookiee over there. 2 black dice. They don't have a surge, so I'll reroll that one, which is a crit. So it is 2. Not going to kill him because he got 3 wounds, but they do have very little on the save frontage. You've not rolled the block yet. He's on 1 wound left. The Royal Guard, though, just like, yep, you're nearly dead, mate, but are you going to kill me in return? So we're going, he's going to take Leia. We think this is going to make sense. She's going to take an aim, try and pop into Vader. Hopefully we'll get blanks. It's 2 at the minute. So I'm statistically failing these. 3 red dice. I need to hit them all to keep Vader alive. And I got 2. But the 3rd is a blank. So Vader takes his last wound and is officially dead. And he drops the box where it is. So what I'll do is I'll just place that back there so we know it's not claimed, and we'll just keep that to the side. And there you have it. That one is out in the middle. One of my units who going to have to try and claim it, which I do not like the look of, but that's just the way it goes. Vader is down. So the problem I'm having is I really would like to have 2 actions on this unit remaining so I can move, pick this up, and the next turn I'll get bombarded, but I'll be able to move back. And yeah, I might get whittled down, but that's the game for me, so that's all I can do. So what I need to do is kill Chewie, and there's that unit at the back, which is probably going to be able to move and shoot me, but there's nothing I can do about that now. So we've measured that all I need to do with this unit here is just move him a little bit further forward. He'll keep the box there. Everybody will conga line so they can all see Chewie. And yeah, I'm just going to, there's no aim, but I'm just going to shoot Chewie. It is 2 red, 4 white, and I need 1 wound here on him. That's 2 at the minute because there is no cover, so he's got 2 white dice and he needs both of them.
Come on, white dice.
So I'm really hoping to G's that this does not succeed in 2 blocks.
It's my time to get a good
It's
save.
not your time. This is not your time. This is not your time. It's not your time. Chewie goes down, and that's that. So we'll see what happens next.
Range 3, yeah.
So I forgot that he had the snipers in the building all day long. I've just been ignoring them. They are in range because that guy is in range there, so that's fine. It's going to be 2 black and a white. It's the suppression really that's going to matter, but that's just the way it goes. He's going to aim because, you know, needs to. I am actually in cover, but the 2 crits are going to completely stop that. So 2 red dice because of the light cover. 2 blocks, but I do take the suppression, which I think really is the key thing right now. Oh, you got Pierce 1, so he actually is killing 1. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to try and rally with this unit of core troopers here. There's only 2 of them left. Because I can't shoot the guy at the back, so I'm going to try and rally. They don't rally, they're just going to move onto the point. They obviously cannot claim it at this point because they only had 1 action. But I figure, you know, they need to at least be touching it. Yeah, he might bombard me, but I need to take the risk. Bombard could be deadly, but we'll see. So these rebel troopers are just going to move up and shoot these stormtroopers are pretty much out in the open, except obviously I've got 1 suppression, so I'm going to be in light cover, but it's going to be a lot of damage nonetheless. Very much expecting this not to go my way. It is looking bad for me, I'm not going to lie, but let's see. I'm in light cover, so it gets rid of 1. That leaves 4.
So you're not this
Sorry?
suppression.
Gets rid of, yeah, there's 3 then, is there?
Yeah, 3.
3, because that's a surge. So 3. I need at least 2 of these, I think. Oh, well, I missed. They're both dead. Surge, block. So these guys are dead. And we're just going to keep rolling because I only have the other unit left, so I'm going to try and rally the suppression. I really need that. Oh, I didn't get it. Ooh, let me have a think. So I'm very much losing on points because Vader's dead and 2 of my flamers and that unit of stormtroopers. So I already realised that, so I'm like, oh, I'll take the chance, but obviously this unit's dead. Now these guys are going to get shot at, so I'm going to be doubly suppressed, but pretty sure if I measured this before, I can touch this box. So I didn't rally, so I'm going to touch the box, although technically that's this guy, yeah, it should be fine. I'm going to touch this box, take my box with me, take the box with me, which isn't a great situation because they are a box carrier already, just to show that they've got 1. Yeah, I'm in light cover, I guess. Let's see if I can get behind this barricade in a second. See if I can get anywhere near this. I can't quite get behind it. Even if I didn't nudge myself, I still can't quite get behind it. I'll just be in light then. So I'm going to get suppressed. I don't know if that was further forward. I'm just going to move them both like that. I'm going to get suppressed, and then I'm going to remove 1 at the end of the turn. then I'm going to get bombarded and have 2. So I'm basically going to have to rally 2 to win this game, I think. And that depends how many I die in a second as well. So not looking good. So these guys have just jumped off the cliff, basically the little mountain. They're in range of these guys. So we're going to get an extra suppression, which is not a great thing. I say we're going to get a suppression. If that was been a surge, it might not have been. So it's 1, but I'm in light cover, so it's actually just a suppression. I don't have anything left, so you're going to randomly select, but you've got, could be core, could be Chewie's dead.
Not a going concern.
Chewie's dead. We'll see what's going to happen over here.
Guys.
It's the special forces. They're just going to hit me with 2 black
So
dice.
he'll aim as well.
He's going to aim. He's got the tenacity. Not really too concerned about this guy, I'm not going to lie. Going to aim. So it's 3. And I need at least 2, I think. Oh, no, he's dead as well. So I'm definitely, I was 100% behind on points, but I'm definitely behind on points, even if I wanted to play for that, and it's your other Z6 unit. We're pretty sure he's in range. I'm pretty sure he can just like shoot these guys. I am in light cover, but
Go after the tightest order you can do.
this is going to be fine.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. So I'm going to have to rally 2 suppression here, maybe even 3 because of the bombardment. So it's pretty much game over. But we are going to play it out just to see if I rally the 2 and he doesn't kill enough. But it's unlikely at this point.
So it's Z6 and 3 black.
Z6 and 3 black. No aim. So it's 2 because of the light cover.
Let's.
Oh, sorry, you more than that.
Yeah.
Did you take 1 for light cover?
No, I'm not taking it off yet. I was just letting you see what.
Oh,
So it's.
I'm lying. It's 4. I can't. I'm blind. You see, I've not got my glasses on. 3. So 1 dead, but it's really, to be fair, it's the suppression here that matters the most at this point. So another suppression, which I don't have to hand, but that's the end of the turn. And really, this is where it all comes down to. He's going to bombard. I'm going to be on 2 suppression because I'm going to remove 1 for the end of the turn. So they're going to be on 3 suppression, which at this point will actually panic them. So if I roll 2, I'll have 1 action, which can only be to pick up the box. I literally need to roll all 3, which is very unlikely. And we played a game once where we didn't drop the box when you panic, but you actually do drop the box when you panic. So I'm either going to panic or miraculously run away and survive, but I very much doubt it. Vader not getting his implacable turn means he couldn't move the box any further, which means this was a bit of a pain in the bum move. But I think that's pretty much going to be the game. There was no point playing for points because I was well behind, and it's going to come down to bombardment. I presume you're going to do bombardment.
That's the plan.
I'm going to do a 2-pip. I will do 2-pip, and I'll give it to. I only have 2 units left. I'll give it to both of them guys. I'll make this guy my leader, not that it matters. And I presume you're going to bombard straight away.
Yeah, I think we'll have to move back to do it.
Going to have to move back to do it, but we'll do that in a second. So Tim's obviously going to bombard. I'm just doing my 2-pip, which gives it to both my stormtroopers, which is the only thing I've got left. He's moving back so he can shoot. We've measured this out already. I presume you can do it on these. He can only kill 2, which I'm pretty happy about. He's going to aim. So
Yeah, that's end of activation.
onto these ones first. It's 2. So I can only kill. I'm still going to be alive. I'm still alive with 1 guy, which isn't ideal because that does actually mean I would actually, even later on, I'm probably going to die. On the other unit as well.
Yep.
2. So what dice did I roll then? Red. They actually both survive, but they do get a suppression. PS1, not PS1. It's not on the weapon.
Of course it not.
No. So yeah, that's it. It's 3 suppression on me here. I'm not going to roll it. I'm not going to put it on. It's 3 suppression. I am going to roll it. That'd be weird. If I don't roll all 3, I'm pretty much going to concede because best I can do is pick it up. So I literally need to roll all 3, which I don't. So it's game over. GG.
Good game.
So yeah, we'll talk about it at the end in a moment. But basically, Vader needed to survive. I didn't do it. I'm not even sure how I got whittled down. I think Han and Chewie and Leia just managed to whittle me down all the way. And yeah, even I didn't rally, so I would actually, I'd still be on 2. That panics because I only have courage 1. So I would literally drop that, run maybe to here. That leaves 2. This is turn 5, so the best case I could hope for would be to move, pick that up. That would be turn 5, maybe 6, but then I'm going to die, basically. There's no way all these guys aren't going to kill this unit, so that ain't going to happen. What I could have possibly done instead of actually going for the middle may have been to play for points with 2, because I think it would have been difficult for Tim to pick up the middle one. But I just got decimated there at the end. I'm I'm not even sure who did all the damage. Was it Han?
Han, Chewie, Leia.
Chewie did with his shooting.
Snipers.
Yeah, the snipers. I possibly should have shot these snipers a little bit earlier. My snipers didn't really do anything. Pretty much put them in a bad place, like leaving them over there and leaving them exposed. I should have had them maybe behind here. And maybe the snipers should have actually picked up the box at the back and just, hit all game. Maybe that would have been the sensible thing. But it was a good game. We might as well call it on turn 5 because this unit's just going to die. That guy's going to die. Even if he rallied on turn 6, it would be a miraculous play to recover from there. So not going to happen. Well, that's the end of the game. GG to Tim, of course. He beat me. I can't believe that. He comes to my house and then beats me. I mean, he should really learn manners and just conceded. I'll
just point out, when Jay came to my house, he beat me.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have no remorse, so you should feel the same. Interesting game. Like, I think at the start, it's a little bit like the last time. I think at the start I thought I was going to have that one. I don't know about you.
I thought turn 1 I was making good decisions. By turn 2 I thought you had it.
Yeah, I think it was basically, the plan was send Vader up with the Flame Troopers and the Royal Guard, and I sort of didn't follow through with the plan. I charged off my Royal Guard to try and get into your Wookiees, which I did, but really I should have just been saving the wounds, like using Guardian to keep Vader alive. If Vader's on a couple of wounds towards turn 5, instead of being on 8 and dead, well, I think that's a whole different kettle of fish, and I should have just done that.
Yeah, if he had lived, I don't think I had a strategy for dealing with him.
Yeah, and basically the third wheel combo, trademarked, Tabletop Oddity, really just ended up doing a lot of damage in the middle. Like, it was weird because you didn't necessarily have that much in the middle, but you did a lot of damage in the middle.
Yeah, it just kept Leia, Chewie and Han all around each other whilst everyone else kind of circled the perimeter.
Yeah, the rebels and the snipers on the side, I should have possibly killed the other unit of snipers, but moving up, shooting, and just constantly putting suppression on me meant I didn't really get my shots out properly. And that play at the start where you flanked with the Wookiees really threatened that box meant it caused chaos in the lines.
Yeah, and that's why I said I thought I made a good decision. I thought, well played, and that was going to work out well. Unfortunately, the Royal Guard just came over and just rolled well and decimated them. Yeah,
so I mean, I think the Royal Guard, you say that, but I think once I'd got the Stormtroopers away, I probably shouldn't have gone in with the Royal Guard. As I said, I should have maybe moved them to the middle box, just even touched it, and then move Vader up, and either you shoot Vader, in which case I guarding them onto the Royal Guard and I've got Vader, or you shoot the Royal Guard, and in which case I've still got Vader. So it's all win-win.
Yeah, do you know what? I think that would have been a really good strategy.
Yeah. So I don't know why I didn't. I just got a bit carried away. Once I got the Stormtroopers away and the Wookiees couldn't get to me, I should have concentrated on the middle with absolutely everything. And healing the Royal Guard, was it worth it? Maybe I should have just healed Vader. I could have had 2 extra wounds on Vader. I could have Guardianed extra stuff onto Vader. If you're going to make a Vader list, I think you need Vader to do work. And he didn't really do enough for me. He ran forward, caused 4 wounds onto Chewie.
Yeah, he pretty much took care of Chewie. And he got finished off by a rogue shot from a Stormtrooper.
Yeah, but other than that, he didn't get the box and get away enough. And it's weird that if you would have shot Vader, I could have let them go through, done new ways to motivate them on the Royal Guard, moved, picked up the box, moved again. But yeah, you're obviously very solid. It's now, by the way, we've played 4 times and Tim's beat me 3 out of the 4, so I mean, we need a rematch, obviously. It's just going to get worse if it gets to 5-1 and 6-1.
I will say in Jay's defence, it's luck, not skill, and Jay's a very gracious and forgiving player.
I mean, he says this, but I mean, the 7 red blocks.
You can have a good roll every now and again.
Come on. I mean, I deserve to win just for the 7 red blocks. They were amazing. I'm not going to lie. And to be fair, you never hit any white blocks either. I don't know you won this game. I mean, I'm feeling very bad about it right now.
Yeah, my white dice, I don't think they've got any red on them. I think they were just blanks every side.
Let's throw them away, buy some new ones. I'll give you some of mine.
Weighted dice, your weighted red dice.
The non-weighted dice. But yeah, a really fun game. Obviously, thanks to Tim. He also bought some of the terrain. All the trees are his. His trees are much better than mine. The bunker was his. And some of the barricades and stuff like that, and the actual objectives. I hope it wasn't confusing with the 2 objectives. I just didn't want a repeat of last time. But thanks again to Tim. Thanks for coming around.
Yeah, it's been a great game, mate. Cheers for having me.
And thank you to you for watching. Like, subscribe, Patreon, Discord, Facebook. Bye.